You always click my ugly pictures. Okay. He's there in the camera or not?
You can already take on the headphones. They're speaking in Polish right now.
Okay.
Some commercial news.
Yeah, I understand everything. I just learned Polish.
Ta piosenka Imagine Dragons ma chyba z 20 parę sekund intro. Postaram się to jakoś zgrabnie wykorzystać. Mhm. Możesz już zacząć. A, już jesteśmy! Ojej. Okay, so we're live on Facebook, but not live on the radio yet. Okay. Możecie nas oglądać na żywo. You can watch us live on MC Radio and here, 102.7 FM. This is super exciting. We're back after 3 months. Super exciting.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
excited too. Yay!
Let's begin the show.
Okay.
Yes, this is the official moment. This is a great moment. I would like to say hello because we haven't been on air for 3 months. My name is Maciek Kautz. Przez ostatnie 3 miesiące nie mogliśmy się usłyszeć, a to za sprawą właśnie przerwy wakacyjnej. Program jednak powraca, a my jesteśmy z wami. To jest świetna wiadomość oczywiście. Thank you so very much for being with me. How are you? Today we're going to India, and this episode is a live episode, so you can always ask questions. This is available on Facebook, online, so you just go to our fun page and ask your question. So, this is with India. We're going to be in India. I would like to say hello to Marcin and Wandee. How are you guys?
Great.
We are great.
Okay.
Thank you for having us on the show.
It is a wonderful experience. Marcin is Polish, but Wandee is Indian.
I am an Indian, yes.
So today we'll speak about India and how great the country is, but also if it's hard for somebody from Poland to actually go to India and to experience that. If there are any troubles connected to that, this is just the beginning of this newest episode, India number 4, because this is the 4th time we're going to this wonderful country. Today, I have been joined by some wonderful musicians, not magicians, but musicians. That's what I wanted to say. And that's Imagine Dragons, which is a wonderful band. Amerykański indie rockowy zespół muzyczny z Las Vegas. To właśnie wielkie otwarcie International Poznań po wakacjach. I'm so happy that you are with us. Let's begin.
Hey, let's begin. Say.
Tam na chwilę się coś stało z dźwiękiem jakby, nie? Ah. Yeah, I hope everything works. Can I just say something to the camera?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens right now is, of course, we're listening to music. This is Imagine Dragons, which is a really nice band. I always think of the nicest songs to begin the show. It should be a power song, you know?
Yeah, yes.
That means that this is
the
something...
kick.
Yes, to start the whole hour with a kick. That's something that we do on MC Radio. And today we have Wandee, who's from... So
Namaste.
Namaste, right? This is something that we could say for the very beginning. And which part of India are you from?
I'm from Pune, Maharashtra.
Okay, so is that a famous part of your country?
Yes, near Mumbai.
Okay, so that is something to really emphasize. Marcin, have you been there?
Yes, I've been there for 2 weeks. Yeah. For 2
Yeah,
weeks.
and we just got married in
Yeah.
2 weeks.
You just got married 2 weeks ago?
No, in 2 weeks we just got married.
Oh,
There was no
okay.
time to
India.
wait.
Yeah.
There was
So
no
we
time to
decide,
wait.
okay, we take the marriage and we
Yeah.
do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it mean to take the merit?
Because in India I'm not allowed to get married to someone else. We have a caste system.
Which we'll talk about during the show.
Yes.
You guys have to be careful about the
Yes.
fact that what we talk about right now is not
Yes.
on the air yet.
Yeah.
So you just take on your headphones, okay? And we'll be back with the song.
Okay.
Teraz myślę, że na ugięciu będziemy już mogli sobie rozmawiać. Hey, how are you doing? My name is Maciek Kauts, and I would like to thank MC Radio for having me for another season of International Poznan. In May, we're gonna be celebrating the 5th year on MC Radio. Dziękuję więc serdecznie wszystkim z MC Radia za tę decyzję właśnie, żeby program nadal mógł się ukazywać. And I've just heard a random sound, which
that's
might
my
have...
baby.
That's your baby, right? Those people who follow International Poznan on Facebook can actually see that there is a baby in the studio.
Yes.
Can you guys...
Just 1 month today.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly today.
Yes.
Oh, so
Yeah,
happy 1 month. I hope that this is a good way and also a good reason to celebrate. So we have Sate. Is this the name of your
Sage.
kid? Sage.
Sage.
You
Sage.
can call him Mowgli.
Yeah, because we call him Mowgli sometimes.
Why
Mowgli
Mowgli?
from Jungle Book, if you remember. That's an Indian story.
Okay, I didn't follow that one. So there's probably something that I'm missing. Tell me, please, the baby is, as they like to put it, a fruit of your
Yes.
relationship,
Yeah.
of your being together. But when did it start, Wandee?
A year back, in the month of May, I met Marcin in Bali in a restaurant.
In Bali.
Yes.
So you met
We
not
were
in India
traveling.
but in Indonesia.
Yes,
Yes,
we were
exactly.
traveling. And that's
Both
how-
of you, but it wasn't connected. You
No,
didn't know each
We
other.
didn't know each other before, and when I met Marcin, I was actually sitting in a restaurant, and I moved to his table because I wanted to charge my laptop, and that's how we started the conversation. And
It was
Wow.
very traditional way. It was not,
no Tinder and
no Tinder,
Grindr
something like that.
dating.
Yeah.
That's
No
good.
online dating.
So it still can happen, actually. I'm so
Yes.
surprised.
Yes.
It's
Słuchajcie,
like a fairy tale, like a storybook. Yeah.
to brzmi jak jakaś piękna opowieść, jak jakaś przypowieść, ponieważ okazuje się, że ludzie mogą się poznawać również za Tinderem. It's not always about scrolling left or scrolling
No,
right.
exactly.
That is great. And it was Wandee asking this question, do you have a charger? Can you help me with my laptop?
Yes. That's what I was asking him. And can I charge my laptop here? And he was so shy because he couldn't speak a lot. He was never been, with girls a lot when it comes to, international dating. And he was really worried that what's going to happen next, And I was really friendly and we started talking. And second, third day, the magic happened.
Yeah, the magic.
The magic happened.
Which day?
Second and the third day after meeting
Wow,
him.
so
yes.
you guys were so fast
Yes.
about...
And she disappeared.
Yeah, and I
Okay,
disappeared
okay.
after
Okay,
like
so
8.
tell me about the magic. So did Marcin say I love you, or did he kiss you, or
no, the first
what
time
was
when
the
I met
magic?
him, I just told him that I hate men. Please stay away from me. I'm a feminist, and a year later he's like, "What happened to you now?"
You have baby, you have husband.
Yeah. I always
Everything's
told him
changed.
that I'll never get married. I want to be independent women, and things changed.
This is a huge change.
Yeah.
I mean, what did actually have to happen for you to change 180%, 80 degrees? Sorry.
Yeah, well, we met and I was looking for a place and he told me that I know Bali very well, I can help you with the place. He showed me places around and we ended up in a hotel where they had no rooms. They had only one room left with one bed. And I'm like, okay, what are we going to do with this one room? Because, we are not a couple. And yes, that's the reason the magic happened.
Okay,
Break
because
the toilet and everything's changed. Yeah.
no way. So you guys had to spend a night in the
Yeah.
same place, and
Yeah.
there was just one bed.
One room left for us, one room with one bed, and there was no other place. So I was like, okay, let's take this room. Yeah, and that's how we began.
But a tough decision, maybe in a way, because you have to leave your comfort zone.
Yes,
Wandee.
yes, absolutely. But I think everything happened, and wonderful things started happening after that. Really, I never expected that I will meet someone like him, and I never expected, I will fall in love with someone in Bali. That was not my plan. I wanted to write a book in Bali, and I wanted to go back to my country and publish the book, but things just changed.
You had such an ambitious plan.
Yeah, and I finished my book. Now I'm about to release my book next this Women's Day, this coming Women's Day.
Really?
Yes.
So 8th of March,
March
next year,
2018, yes.
your book will be released. What would it be about? What will it be about?
The title of the book is Indian Daughters, and it's about how Indian women are are restricted and how they are independent, how they fight with their own society every day. Because when I came to Europe, I think European women have much more freedom, much more independence when it comes to living their lives.
It is so sad that it is so sad to hear that somebody has to fight
We have
to
fight
be
with our-
recognized as a woman.
Yes, because India is a very traditional country and we don't have rights, even basic rights of education, you know, and we are not allowed to fall in love and get married by your own choice. Our parents find husbands for us, you know. So when it comes to Marcin and me, it was like really, I was that one girl, a rebel, who actually broke all the rules of society, you know, and yes, it was tough for both of us.
So that was the topic. It is the topic for your book. Do you
Yes.
think that if you publish the book, something can change about the situation
A
of
lot of
women?
things can change. I think a lot of things can change.
Marcin
And
is just showing your
our baby
wonderful
is
song.
away.
He wake up.
Oh, he just woke up.
Yes.
Does that mean we have a problem?
No,
Not yet.
no,
Your
not
kid
yet.
is
No.
4
It's okay.
weeks
4 weeks.
old.
4 weeks,
old.
yes.
It's incredible. It's
Too
the
hot,
youngest
yes.
person I've
Yeah.
ever seen in my life. It's too hot in the studio.
Yeah, for him it's too hot.
because it's sweating, but it's okay.
Okay, we will try to find a way for him to
It's-
get chilled again. We will
okay.
talk about the situation of women in India, but we also will speak about your marriage, which was not so easy.
Not easy at all.
Because
yeah.
you had to get multiple permissions, including permissions from your parents, from
Yes.
Wandee's father,
Yes.
father
Family,
and
yes.
mother, and
I
I don't.
call to my mom and I say.
You,
Yeah.
you just called your mama,
Yeah.
and it's
He
different
said
because
that-
your mother is Polish.
He said that, you know, if I don't call you back in 2 days, just go to the embassy and find out what's wrong with me, you know. So it was like that tough.
It was so tough.
Yeah.
Byliśmy tak zaniepokojeni, że gdyby Wandee nie wróciła w ciągu 2 dni, to znaczyłoby
Ja-
coś złego.
Ja gdybym się nie odezwał w ciągu 2 dni po przylocie
Aha.
do Indii, to tak naprawdę byśmy musieli kontaktować się z ambasadą.
People were afraid that Marcin might get killed because
Yes.
of wanting to marry
Marry
Wandee.
Yes.
And this is just the beginning of this episode of International Poznan. It's called Cliffhangers, czyli coś, co ma was przytrzymać. But Badshah, DJ Wali Babu, what is this song?
DJ Wali Babu, this is a very popular song in India, and every party you find this song playing. People dance crazily when they hear this song in India. Yeah.
Okay, so let's hear that. This is International Poznan MC Radio 102.7 FM.
Oh, he's awake. Oh, and
Jest za gorąco.
To, wiesz co,
Ja
to-
na
It's
chwilę z
really
nim
hot here.
wyjdę.
Może na chwilę z nim wejść.
No,
To zróbmy tak, że przez cały ten segment będę rozmawiał,
Tak,
przez około
tak.
6 minut będę rozmawiał tylko z
A
Wandee.
ja wrócę za 5 minut.
Ty jakby orzeźwisz, nie?
No.
Sytuację. Ja tu mogę na chwilę uchylić okno. Ja na chwilę uchylam okno, żeby się troszkę przewietrzyło.
Oh yeah.
I know. To na razie drzwi nie zamykaj, dobra? Jeszcze póki jest piosenka.
Się troszeczkę
So he's sensitive with temperature. I guess all of us were like that.
because we wrapped him up in so many blankets, right?
Yeah.
So now he's really hot.
Okay. Because we had some guests in the studio previously during the previous hour, so that might be why it might be a bit hard for him to survive. Because the one cool thing about the radio studio, and Agnieszka, you can show the whole studio if you don't mind,
Okay.
is that it's soundproof,
Yeah.
but it's also airproof, if I
yeah,
may.
so there's no ventilation in.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. There's no ventilation, and I'm just trying to let everyone know. Agnieszka, jakbyś podeszła, tutaj pokażemy mój ekran i temat indyjski. Teraz tutaj, dobrze, to jakbyśmy mogli zamknąć drzwi, przepraszam, i za chwilę będziemy z powrotem na antenie. You can take on your headphones. Thank you for being with us. It's so cool that you guys are here. This is International Poznan. I would like to let everyone know that the radio show is back with new episodes, and this one is with Marcin Grzymisławski and Wandee, but I also would like to say your full name, Wandana Terraria Scheller.
Wow, that was a nice try.
I'm sorry for my mistakes. So your second name is Dataraya.
Datatria.
Datatria.
Yes.
Okay.
Datatria Shalar.
Thank you so very much for taking the invitation. we've just been speaking about your previous life. So the life before you met Marcin. Marcin is the reason for us to meet, because I met Marcin and he told me about his wonderful life. I would like to congratulate on your kids, because this is the new development of your life. But it is a huge development for you to be married. Could you please tell me about the risk that there was of Marcin marrying you or you marrying Marcin? Because Marcin came to India and you were afraid that somebody could harm him, że ktoś go skrzywdzi. I to poważnie.
The thing is that in India we have something like honor killing. Which means that if
Zabójstwa honorowe.
That means that if a woman of the house, she is not listening to her parents and she is marrying someone else out of her caste, all family has a right to kill her and the guy,
including her siblings, brother, sister, father.
Everybody, all of my family will get together and they will plan to kill me and my husband. That's how it works.
And it's totally fine.
Yes, it's fine in society because.
Is it lawful? Would they be punished for that?
Not really. It's not in the law, but it's very powerful, practice that is being practiced all over India. So.
Od lat jest taki zwyczaj, że jeżeli ktoś sprzeniewierzy się prawu zwyczajowemu, temu dotyczącemu kasty i tego, że nie wolno poślubić kogoś z innej kasty, ten może umrzeć, bo cała jego rodzina jest uprawniona, by go zabić. It's incredible to hear that a family would be entitled to kill a former family member.
And when I met Marcin and when we were in Bali, I told him that I cannot marry you or I cannot be with you. We are not allowed to have boyfriends. If you want to come to India, you come to India, talk to my parents, or else they already found my husband for me, and I have to go back and I have to get married.
At that time, did they have a husband for you already?
Yes.
Czyli oni już zaaranżowali dla ciebie małżeństwo. They had your marriage arranged and you are coming back to India and saying, hey, I want to break it.
Yes.
I don't accept it.
Yes. When I went back to India, I told them that I don't want to get married to the person like that, with a stranger, but I am in love with this guy and he's coming for me. And everybody laughed at me that it's not possible. But when he came down, they already had plans. And it was only because of my dad. He supported me a lot at the last moment. And he said that, I'll be with you. I'll make sure that you are safe. And I am okay with this marriage. And it's only because of my dad. Nobody could do anything. But my mom, everybody, all my relatives, they were really annoyed. They were really angry. They did not speak with me. And we had to hurry up. Like, we had to get married very quickly so that.
Otherwise, they could have changed their minds.
Yes.
If it hadn't been for your father, though, you might have had a lot of problems.
Yes.
You might even have to break up with Marcin and never see him again.
Yes. In fact, after we got married, Marcin left like 2 days later. And embassy of Poland, they know how it works in India, so they claim that this marriage is fake, and they refused my visa. And I almost thought that I'm never gonna see Marcin again, because they know that in India you're not supposed to get married to someone else.
So they didn't accept your choice?
Yes. After a month, Marcin had to call the embassy like in the night, 4 o'clock, and he had to explain everything, that he is my real husband, we really love each other, and that's how I got my visa and I came to Poland, or else it was impossible.
Does it even count whether you love each other or not? I mean, did the authorities want to listen? Czy urzędnicy chcieli słuchać o waszej miłości?
When it comes to international law, nobody really cares about your love and things, because
love is probably not really a word used by any of the codes. W ustawach nie ma słowa miłość.
Yes, you're right. Because of the situation today, that a lot of people get married for visas and money, and marriage is so corrupt institution. It's no more sacred, So nobody really believes
to nie jest już święta instytucja, to jest skorumpowana instytucja.
And nobody believes in love anymore. That's how it works. And we actually face real terrible problems after coming down to Poland as well, because we had a case in the court, and I was
Mieliście sprawę w sądzie?
Yes, and I was asked about everything except for love, like why did you marry Marcin, were you mentally ill, and stuff like that. And
they suggested that you were mentally ill to marry a foreigner.
Yes, they really asked me these kind of questions, and then it was a very difficult process, and finally we had to get married again in Poland with the Polish law, and that's how we have a document, because there is no way you can register the marriage like that in India. So I had to register my wedding here.
So you had to export the marriage from Poland to India, because it is not possible to be married to a foreigner
in India. We don't have any rule. No institution has anything. no documents, nothing at all.
So it was a very painful process?
Yes, yes. It was like we had to prove to everyone how much we love each other. And all this year we tried really hard. I think if Marcin was not with me, it wouldn't have been possible, really. I think he's really brave to do what he has done, because a lot of men would just run away listening to all this crap what happens in India. And a lot of people are actually aware of this. So they happen to stay away from Indian women a lot. But Marcin was like, doesn't matter what I have to go through, I will be with you till the end. And
Oh, that is wonderful.
Yeah.
That is a wonderful thing that Marcin did, and he probably just didn't care. Like he didn't take it into consideration. Marcin is not in the studio right now because he's trying to calm down your wonderful kid, which is just month old. And we'll see if Marcin can join us for the later part of the discussion. I would like us to hear some music. We will come back to this topic. My next question will be whether you have had any problems with your family later on, whether your relations with your family have deteriorated or not, czy one się pogorszyły, te relacje z rodziną, od czasu ślubu z Polakiem, czyli nie Hindusem, i to przecież wystarczyło, żeby był kłopot. A teraz Pink, która też śpiewa o ważnych sprawach, to jest MC Radio.
wow, that was amazing.
It was.
Yeah.
You want me to take him?
No, it's okay.
He's quiet.
I think he's a little hungry, but
I will quickly.
Okay, I'll open the window
No,
again.
I will quickly do.
Okay, the
You will be
breastfeeding.
quiet.
Okay, so Marcin can be here, and you'll just come back.
I'll
when-
have the milk.
Okay.
In the bottle. That's okay. I can.
who is hungry?
This is incredible because we have the youngest guest of the show ever, and he just needs to get some food. He's just month old.
Yeah.
And he just needs some special attention. And this is a live radio show, so anything can happen. Like you said, the kid can even poop, so
Yeah.
we have to be
It's
acceptable.
live.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Agnieszka is the person who is recording all of this, so thank you, Agnieszka, for your time. I'll just think of what we can do. Do you think it's still too hot in here?
It's okay. It's not about is hot or not. Just he's little hungry.
Uh-huh. Okay, so when Wandee comes back, then we'll
with the
just...
bottle will little feed him.
Okay. So I am really waiting for questions from you guys. I will just make sure that I'm following what you're asking for. Agnieszka, do we have some questions? Can you see them?
No, I think
No, we don't have any questions so far.
Hanya wrote that we are finally back. So
Yes, Hania,
he's happy.
we are really happy
Yeah.
to be back, and thank you for sharing the happiness with us. We'll do our best to make it the best radio show ever. And Marcin,
It's milkaholic. It's not alcoholic. It's milkaholic.
he is a milkaholic.
It's a
Yeah, you can show Marcin and just what's happening.
Who is a milkaholic?
Ile jeszcze tam zostało tej piosenki?
Okay.
2 minuty.
Wait, I just see it on 9:15.
Marcin, jeśli dziecko będzie płakało, to nie jest większy problem,
No.
bo widzę, że on nie płacze jakoś głośno, ale grunt, żebyście wydali radę, nie?
Oh, it's cool.
Okay, so we can close the door and we'll come back soon. Tę piosenkę trochę zetniemy, nie zetniemy, ale będziemy już na niej mówić. A zaraz powiem. Wiesz co, jak na tej piosence już byśmy mogli mówić już za chwilę, nie?
Yeah.
Już za chwilę na antenie. What about us? This is the song from Pink. Thank you so very much. Specjalne podziękowania dla Jarka Pachczyńskiego za realizację tego programu. We're with Marcin and Wandee. Wandee, we've just been talking about the controversy connected to the two of you getting married.
Yeah.
Marcin, is there anything that you would like to add?
You know, it's not easy when you go to completely strange country. You don't know anyone.
Can you come closer to the microphone?
Yeah.
I know it's hard.
Wait.
And you can speak in Polish if you want.
No. It will be great if we speak in
Yeah,
English.
Yeah, but
I'll just explain to our listeners, there's a situation in here with their
Okay.
1 month old lady, sorry, 1 month old son,
Baby.
and the baby is just craving some food. So Marcin, can you tell me more about the situation of wanting to get married to an Indian woman from your perspective?
It's very difficult because they have caste system. They have caste system, and it's not allowed to take the marriage with some furniture. I'm from Poland.
Mhm.
They don't know where is Poland the first.
So that already is a problem.
Yeah.
If you were from the United States, maybe it would have been easier.
Yes,
Yes.
it's much easier because you have green card.
No.
It's changed a lot, yeah. And we know that Poland is not rich country. It's not the same status like USA.
Mhm.
And the second.
We're getting there. Zmierzamy w tym kierunku jako kraj oczywiście, ale jeszcze
We
możemy
try.
się- Of course.
And I'm not a Hindu.
Yeah.
It's huge cultural different. It's completely different world, and I think the world we never understand.
Why? What is the biggest difference that we as Europeans or Western people may not understand from India?
For Indians, the culture is more important than a law. For
Yeah.
example,
Okay, so
else,
culture is more important than
than
law.
everything else.
Yeah.
Kultura, zwyczaj jest ważniejszy niż prawo.
yeah. In Europe, it's completely opposite. Yeah, but in India, is what they write is not important.
Yeah.
The most important is the culture.
Because it comes with the social status too. If I break the culture, if I'm not abided by the rules of the society, I think it's like it's a shame for my family that I'm getting married to someone who's not a Hindu.
Did this experience change your life a lot?
Of course it did. A lot. It changed everything. Yeah. I think I've become more wiser, more kinder to people. And when it comes to...
More tolerant, I guess?
Yes, but I do not believe... I'm an atheist. I've become an atheist because
Same
of...
like me.
Yes. We both don't believe in religion or caste or anything anymore. Because I know what it is like to be discriminated,
So you think that religion is what led to discrimination? Waszym
Yes.
zdaniem to religia doprowadziła
Yes.
do dyskryminacji.
Yes.
And that's why you just don't want it anymore.
Yes.
You know, the Poland is not that open country like German, for example.
It's true that we're not so open.
Yeah, and even when the people ask me your wife is from India, they are so shocked. How is possible?
Yes.
I have a wife from completely different world.
So even Polish people are surprised that
Very.
you have an Indian wife.
Yeah. And when they know we have the son, they first what they ask, he will be a Christian or not.
Yeah.
This is the most important.
So for your friends, the most important thing is whether your son is going to be Christian.
Christian, yeah. We baptize him or not. This is very important question for them.
And how do you reply?
No, it will be his choice when he grow up.
We will just let
We
him
don't push
decide
him
for himself
for
if he
anything.
wants to be a Christian or Hindu or whatever. If
The
he
most
wants to be-
important, he must be good man.
Yeah, he should be a good human being. That's more important.
That's all.
Have you ever considered living your life also with your son in India? Or is it out of question?
I think we think any country is a good country,
Yeah.
because as far as we can do business in countries, it doesn't matter. But we cannot live with kids, especially with a girl. If we would have had a baby girl, we would not go to India really.
Okay, so it wouldn't be possible to live it in India
Yeah.
because of the culture again?
Yes.
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 Oh my goodness, this is just the beginning of our discussion and it's becoming more and more interesting. I would like to hear about your love story, which is also important, or the most important thing. We have comments from our viewers, so it's also great. Pamiętajcie, że możecie komentować, znajdźcie na fanpage'u MC Radio albo International Poznań. To kochamy w programach na żywo, mówi Szymon. He loves that in live shows that you can never plan what will happen, and that includes very young children. So we will have the question from Szymon after the next song, and this song is your song, so maybe you tell me about this one. So this is gonna be Bob Marley, right?
Yes, yes. This was the song when we were in love with each other, and the first time I felt that, oh, he is the one for me. Yeah.
So you danced to this music, or what did you do?
No, we travel with
Oh,
this
yeah.
song because
We had a small speaker,
Small
and we were on the
speaker.
bike,
Uh-huh.
and I was sitting behind him, and we were going in Bali across these streets, really green and
we
colorful.
explore almost all
Bali on the bike like
all
that.
Bali, yeah.
So I have these memories each time he used to play the song. And
That
that's
must have been a wonderful view.
Yeah.
Piękna historia, jak oni na skuterze przemierzają Bali, a ta piosenka to Bob Marley, Is This Love. Thank you so very much for being with me. This is not the end. We will take questions from the audience. This is International Poznan on MC Radio. Dziękuję wam, że jesteście z nami.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we have some time to refresh the baby. And that means I'll open the window again.
Yeah.
And
And maybe
we'll-
I open the door.
And we will get some fresh air. Thank you so very much, Shimon, for your kind question. I'll ask the question on air. We're just taking some break to actually chill the atmosphere, because it just needs to be more fresh in here. If it's too hot, then the baby cries. Wandee, how?
the diaper?
Oh, you want to change the diaper?
No, the
No,
diaper.
the cotton diaper.
Okay.
Because he's puking a little.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine.
I shouldn't
No.
have bring him here.
So, we never know until we actually try, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So, do you think that he's having some hard time today?
No, not really.
No.
Yeah, but I give it the cotton strap. This is fall down.
Okay, I will be back.
Okay.
Aga? Nie wiem, czy tu jeszcze trochę może jakoś tyle to okno.
Nie, bo też nie ma to za bardzo.
So we're back, and the question will be asked very soon. We will soon close the door and close the window.
Okay.
What we are listening to is Bob Marley, Is This Love? And Wandee is just leaving the studio. I hope you will be back.
In 2 minutes.
Okay.
You need me?
No, that's fine. But try to make it 1 minute.
Yeah,
Okay. I just think that this is something that should not make a radio or TV host stressed. I mean, he should just be able to take such situations and don't panic. Keep calm and host
you
a
are
radio
not
show.
panicking. You're a very good host.
Thank you so very much. Yeah, so we were listening to music. Jerzy is saying that if you tune in to MC Radio, you'll hear music. 102.7 FM, this is our address, to jest nasz adres, 102.7 FM, tam nas słuchajcie. Szymon is asking about India wanting to host the Olympic Games
Yeah.
soon. So this will be the next question, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'll close the window.
I have no idea about the
Myślę, że jak się uda, to chociaż na końcówce piosenki już będziemy coś sobie mówili.
You want me to close the
Yeah, Marcin is staying, right? So,
Yes.
Marcin, let him know that he can come later, maybe.
Okay, honey, you can come a little later too.
If that's okay, yes, okay. Let's come back. So yes, that's exactly what I would ask you to do, Wandee. And thank you, dear viewers, for being so forgiving and for staying with us. Okay. Yes, we're back. Bob Marley. Was this the soundtrack of your love? Is this the soundtrack of your love?
Each time I listen to this song, I remember those moments in Bali when I was in love and how everything changed, And I still have this feeling today. I think this love, love is very powerful. It has power to change everything around you. Yeah.
Can I ask about your tattoo? You have a tattoo on your
Yes.
hand.
I have a tattoo. It's Trust No One.
Can you show it to the camera for those people who are following us online? Pamiętajcie, że możecie na fanpage'u MC Radia zobaczyć to, co dzieje się w programie.
Yeah.
So trust
no one.
trust no one.
Yes.
Is this from before you met Marcin?
Yes, before I met Marcin.
The
Yes.
thing about tattoos is that they stay, right? Do you
Yes.
still agree with the saying?
Well, what I meant by this tattoo was you should not expect anything from anyone because you would not let yourself into disappointments.
Mhm.
That's what it meant. But I think it sounds really negative, and I'm hoping to change it very soon.
Okay. Is there a way to change a tattoo to really?
Yeah, I think I spoke with a tattoo artist, and he said he can do something about this.
Yeah, maybe he will do another one.
Yes, but he can add something like trust someone or, you know.
Nice.
Yes.
He will know how to do that.
Yeah.
We're back, and I just wanted to let everyone know that this is MC Radio. We are live, and this is the show devoted to India with Marcin, who went to Indonesia but met a person from India, and this is Wandee.
Yeah.
You are from which part of the country?
Pune,
Pune.
near Mumbai.
Okay, so that is just what happened. And that is which area of your big, huge country? South?
It's on the kind of south side.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So you just visit this country as a couple, just as tourists. You haven't really decided to live there together.
No, not really. We will not live in India because it's not safe. When I'm saying that it's not safe, it means that from the culture point of view, and me being an Indian, it's not safe for me because I a couple of times have noticed that when you have married someone else who's not from your caste or your background, there are a lot of people who have these weird judgments about it, and it makes it more tougher to live day-to-day life. So that's the reason I think I want to live in a place where I don't really find my kind of people, like the caste and people who discriminate and talk about this. Yeah.
Which is maybe a hard position to be in, to actually have to say something about one's own country, that it's not such a positive thing.
But I think it's always like that, like you can accept it. It's a reality, And India has this beautiful side as well as the ugly side. And a lot of people know only the beautiful side about India, like yoga and meditation, and but they don't know the other side. Hinduism is a very good religion. I used to follow it like for 17 years of my life.
It's very peaceful.
Yeah, but it has its own setbacks and drawbacks as well. So
what is the drawback of Hinduism?
They are very radical. The radical thing I'm talking about. But it's not only Hinduism. Every religion is radical in a way. But I was born as a Hindu, and I was allowed to do certain things and not allowed to do certain things. But I think when you really study deeply, Hinduism is a very peaceful religion.
That's something to emphasize. To jest rzecz warta podkreślenia. We're still in touch with the people who listen to the show or watch the show on Facebook. And I would like to share the question that we have from Simon. He says recently he's heard that India would like to host the Olympic Games in 2032. So that's like in, oh my God, I don't know how far away, but it's maybe he meant 2022. Right? Because 2032, it's like in more than 10 years. So I'm not sure. What do you think anyway about the idea of India hosting Olympic Games?
I think India has changed a lot. In a couple of years, like 10 years back, India was completely different. It was more radical, more underdeveloped. But now if you see, India is developing very rapidly. The economical growth of India is really amazing. The government has changed a lot of policies that were keeping the country behind. So I think yes, there are chances for India to host Olympics as well, because they are emphasizing more on development rather than the other part. So I think this generation, yes, they're focusing more on development, growth. So you can see that from the economical point of view as well.
So the country would be ready because it's developing very, very fast.
Very fast, yeah.
Some people say that this will be the second biggest economy after China very soon.
Yes.
Because you have so many people and so many are young.
Yes, we are second largest population of young people as well. So yes, we are looking forward to this, and government of India is trying so hard to actually create India as a manufacturing hub. So if you hear things like Make in India, and they are actually inviting all the companies around the world to manufacture in India. So yes, I think it will change everything in coming years. India will have a different face to show.
That is promising. To bardzo obiecujące. And now I would like to ask you to be the radio presenter. So you have Shah Rukh Khan, and you can be the person to announce his song, okay?
Okay.
So tell me about this one. What song is that?
Well, Shah Rukh Khan is God in India.
Yeah.
When he waves, there are like thousands of people dying.
Everybody loves him.
Everybody loves him. So I'm sure half the world knows him already. And this song was the song that made him the king of Bollywood.
It's a very funny song.
Yes.
Because he's
It's funny
doing
for
the
Europeans.
Cheya, cheya. What
It's
does
very
it mean,
funny for
cheya, cheya?
Europeans. Well, cheya cheya means, you wear something like anklet in your feet and you dance. And
Okay.
the
So
sound
the
is
dance
cheya.
will make you free.
Yes, something
Okay.
like that.
And
Yeah.
it was famous because of Bollywood?
No, when Shah Rukh Khan was in the song and he danced on the train, on the running train,
I've
it
seen
made
that.
him like the king of Bollywood. And since then he started his journey as the king of Bollywood.
Wiemy, kto jest królem rocka, kto jest królem popu, ale kto jest królem Indii albo Bollywoodu, to właśnie Shah Rukh Khan w MC Radio.
That's nice.
He's
Great,
like
so-
that.
Yeah.
He's
So-
a real
Yeah,
god.
he's a real
He's
god.
a real god, right?
People waiting
You should really
1
watch
week.
those videos.
opposite the house,
Yeah.
and he go out for 15 minutes.
He will just wave like that,
That
and people die.
Die.
No.
Yeah,
Incredible.
people die. Yeah.
Thousands people.
And his house is like a tourist spot. People just want to visit and see. Oh, this is Shah Rukh Khan's house.
And he really lives there.
Yes.
But he probably rarely shows up, right?
Yeah, because he is all the time outside traveling, and
Do you think that deep in his heart he enjoys this life?
I don't think so.
Because he has no privacy.
No, I
At
don't
all.
think so. Yeah.
I
you're
don't
right.
know him.
No, but it's true. When someone is constantly behind you with the cameras, you need some time.
Yeah.
You need some space for
Yeah,
yourself.
but everybody know him like a star. But
Yeah.
when we meet, and you tell me about him, and I say,
Yeah, he knew
"Who is
nothing
that?"
about Shah Rukh Khan. I'm like, you don't know Shah Rukh Khan?
Really?
When I say when I travel and tell people I'm from India, people say, "Oh, Shah Rukh Khan," and they sing the song and they dance.
Yeah.
You
In
know?
Germany, Malaysia,
Yes,
Yeah.
but not so popular in Poland.
Indonesia.
for
Yeah,
lots
I
of
don't know
reasons.
why. And when I met him, I told him, "You don't know Shah Rukh Khan?" He's like, "Who is Shah Rukh Khan? I don't know Shah Rukh Khan."
My mieliśmy brazylijskie seriale w latach 90.
Okay.
To dużo zmieniło.
I just wanted to say that Shimon was right about the Olympics because he says it's in 2032.
Yeah.
Because in 2020 it's going to be Tokyo, 2024 Paris, 2028 Los Angeles,
Okay.
and then
It will be
you are
India.
the candidate, right?
Okay.
Okay, we'll come back to the radio show. Chyba będziemy wracać, niech to cały czas będzie flash do końca, to chyba jest długie. Dobra. Shah Rukh Khan, the hero of the modern
King
days.
Of Bollywood. King of Bollywood.
Even though Marcin didn't know him
Yeah.
before meeting you.
Yes, and I was very surprised. How do you not know like Shah Rukh Khan? Shah Rukh Khan is the one. Everybody knows him.
Kto nie zna, niech szybko wygoogluje. And do you say that he's a person really liked by everybody in
Oh
India?
yes, oh yes. In India, you'll not find a single person who doesn't like Shah Rukh Khan. Everybody is in love with him. His movies are like blockbuster movies, and each time he's on the street or somewhere, you'll find people dying around. Yes.
In Poland, if there is a movie star that's very famous, for example, Cezary Pazura was very famous in 1990s,
Okay.
or let me guess, Maciej Zakościelny was also very popular in 2000s, the last decade, then their star shines just for 5 to 10 years,
Yeah.
but Shah Rukh Khan is
He's
invincible.
almost 60 years now, and
He's
still,
60 years old.
Yes, and he's still playing, the role of 20-year-old.
If there is just one Bollywood movie that you think Polish audience will appreciate, what would it be? Jaki film możemy polecić
Sorry.
Polakom?
Serat.
Serat?
Is
Yes.
the-
It's the movie about honor killing. And he was watching this movie with my mom
Zabójstwa
at
honorowe,
my
więc poważny
place.
temat. It's a serious one.
Yes.
This movie he got the awards
Yes.
in Berlin.
In Berlin Film Festival, this was appreciated everywhere
in the
around
last
the
year,
world.
in 2016. Yeah.
Serat?
Serat.
It's a
Okay.
really nice movie.
Pisze się Serat po prostu?
Przez S. Sariat.
Sariat, okay.
Sariat.
So that's something to see, something important, but also real
Yes.
in big part.
Yes.
Because Bollywood is nothing but visionary. It doesn't have to do with the real life of people.
They always say that Bollywood is all about dancing and music.
Yeah, but
You
the
know?
Slumdog is a Bollywood. The lion.
Yeah, Slumdog Millionaire is the Hollywood version of Bollywood.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
When Bollywood meets Hollywood, Slumdog happens.
Slumdog happens, exactly.
That is true. Okay, so I would like to let everyone know that we're live on MC Radio 102.7 FM. You can join the conversation on our website, so go to internationalpoznan.pl. I would like to ask about the good sides of India from the perspective of a Polish person, Marcin.
It doesn't matter how rich you are in India.
Yeah.
They always will be smile to you.
Yeah.
They are very open.
So the smile comes for free. You don't have to be anyone
Yeah.
It is,
particular.
poor,
And
rich,
it's the
everybody
honest.
smiles.
Yeah.
Really.
No one pretend.
Yeah.
No
And
one
you will
pretend,
never
yeah.
know in India that this person is a millionaire or not, because the way of dressing is so simple. They're very simple people.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Simple but honest.
not. Yes.
Yeah.
Simple but happy. Simple
Yes.
but nice.
Yes.
I give you the example. I buy the popcorn on the street
Mhm.
for 10 Indian.
How many groceries?
It's like 60 groceries.
Mhm. Very cheap.
And next day, the guy he recognized me, and he give me 2 packets for
For free.
Because only I'm not from India.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason. But
And he wanted to
you
be
know,
friends with him.
Yeah, for him, 10 rupees is huge money.
Yeah.
Okay, so people don't need so much to be happy.
Absolutely.
For us, if you want to be happy, you must have iPhone. You
Yeah,
must buy
yes.
iPhone, so many fancy stuff. But in India, it's completely opposite. They smile. They are happy because they.
Yeah, they will invite you to have
because it's
food,
sunny
home
there,
cooked
it's sunny,
meals.
yeah.
And people love that. People love when someone's coming home, and they love guests really. So that's a very good side of India. Yeah.
And of course, food. If you want put on weight, go to India.
Yeah.
Jeśli
Put on
chcesz
weight.
przytyć, to zdecydowanie wybierz się do
Yeah.
Indii.
They eat everything with butter. You eat chapati, roti, naan. You dip with very heavy butter. Everything
So-
with the butter. It's
So
awesome.
now, Wandee and Marcin, you have time to think because there will be music playing, and I would like to next ask you about good restaurants in Poznan that can reminisce real India. So that will be something very useful for our listeners. Teraz Tim Berling, he was born in 1989, to mój równolatek, chociaż właściwie to wszyscy znamy go pod pseudonimem Avicii, szwedzki DJ i producent muzyczny, a oto jego piosenka Without You. This is MC Radio.
Yeah, but he's also.
Yeah, it's very hard. That's the reason he's so uncomfortable.
What has happened?
Oh,
Is he actually...
hot,
Jest za gorąco,
so
aż
he's
czuję,
kinda-
że on jest cały,
Yeah.
wiesz, ale jest okay.
So he's not used to hot temperatures. Or maybe
He's
that's
born
the
in
thing
Poland.
about...
Because he born in Poland.
He
He's
was born in-
half Polish, yeah?
Maybe-
That's the reason.
Maybe if he had been born in India, it would have been
Yeah.
easier for him.
Yeah, you're right.
But he's much calmer now.
Yes.
So that was maybe about food.
Mhm.
He just was hungry and now he's happy again.
And he know he's in radio and he must be quiet, yeah? He's very
So he has to
understanding.
behave, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
He's
Sage,
very
sage is the
Sage.
sage. Sage.
Mędrzec.
Uh, it means wise person in
Yes,
India.
yes.
In which
Mędrzec.
language?
In Hinduism,
In Hinduism.
yes, we call sage. Sage is someone who meditates and gets wisdom out of
Okay.
meditation.
So I hope he meditates even in the radio studio
Yes,
right
he's
now.
meditating, you see?
Yeah, he's wonderful. And I would like to say that he's got really long hair for such a
Yes.
young kid.
Yeah,
Like usually, if it's just 4 weeks, some kids don't even have hair yet.
but that's Polish kids.
Yeah, yeah, but
In India, we always have hair.
yeah. And he's lucky to have you as your mother because one day you have wonderful hair, so it's
Yes.
gonna be good for him.
when the doctor he checked on ultrasound.
Yeah, first thing he showed was his hair.
Wow, that's incredible. Chciałbym zapytać tylko, czy myślisz, że zdążymy tę jeszcze jedną piosenkę, czy to już jest raczej nieprawdopodobne? Mhm. To wiesz co, to teraz już wejdźmy i spróbujemy zrobić 2. Tak, spróbujemy to zrobić, najwyżej jakąś krótszą wersję, nie? W sensie będzie w tle. Tak. Dobra, to ja jestem gotowy. Thank you very much, Mr. Avicii, for being with us. W połowie sierpnia wydał nowy album pod tytułem Avicii, zawierający 6 utworów. No i to właśnie mamy okazję słyszeć. Avicii with his newest songs. Thank you so very much for being with us on MC Radio. Here we've been talking about your son during the music break, because he's got really long hair, and that means that he's a chosen kid.
Yes.
Because most Polish kids, when they're born, when they're just 1 month old, they don't have any hair, or
One
just
hair.
just one piece. And your hair, Wandee, is wonderful because you have strong hair. This is
Yes.
something that Indians have,
Yes,
maybe
yes,
another
yes. It's the
strong
Indian
side.
genes, yes.
It is.
It's definitely Indian genes.
And
yeah.
if the lady she won't find the husband, she must have
Have long
very
hair.
long hair.
Yes, in India,
This is the rule.
for arranged marriages,
Mandatory.
yes.
So there's no way for you to have short hair before you get
I
married.
chopped my hair now. I had really long hair, like
Oh,
really
much
long.
longer. I
Yes.
thought you had long hair now, but you say it's
No.
nothing as
Just
compared.
Just a week back, I had like this long hair.
Okay.
Really long hair, yeah.
So that is something that also is different in India, because the tradition tells that you should have
No,
long hair
long
for.
They have
Long hair is beauty.
Yeah, and they
It's
have
beautiful.
special websites like shadi.com.
Shadi.com. We have these websites for arranged marriages where you write everything about yourself. Long hair, fair skin,
And the point
tall,
is not you
short.
create profile, your
Parents.
parents.
Okay. So this is a dating website.
It's
Wyobraźcie
not for
sobie-
dating,
It's
it's for
not for
marriage.
dating.
It's for marriage.
for marriage.
No time for dating.
No
No
dating,
time.
we're not allowed
No
to date.
time to fool around. Nie ma czasu, słuchajcie, na wygłupianie się, tylko od razu przechodzimy do rzeczy. Są portale nie tyle randkowe, co łączące już w pary małżeńskie, ale to nie sam zainteresowany, tudzież zainteresowana zakłada profil, tylko jej rodzice. So your parents would set up a profile for
I had
you,
a
Wandee.
profile.
You had a profile?
Yes. I had a profile, yes. And they were finding guys for me. Usually in India, if you're educated, they try finding a husband for you from UK or USA, but Indian. Indian living in USA or UK.
Because this
That's
is
the
the best
status.
choice.
That's the
Yeah.
status for the family. And since I was educated, they were finding one for me from USA. And yes, they think that Marcin is from USA. They have no idea where is Poland. So they,
That's funny.
yeah, a lot
So
of
Poland
people.
was not the strongest asset to
Poland
have.
is
It's a state of USA.
state of USA.
for them.
For
yeah.
them.
That's what you should say, right? To be respected.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but still they would not accept because at the end of the day, he's not my caste.
Mhm.
So everything comes down to the caste.
But when you create the profile on the, for
Shadi,
example,
yes.
Shadi
.com.
website, you exactly put the information.
What
the
caste you are,
education,
yes, what subcaste, education,
subcaste,
how do
color
you
of
look,
skin.
color of skin, yes.
everything.
So it doesn't look as though it will change anytime soon.
No, that
But
will
it's
take years.
changing.
It's changing. Like
Yeah,
people
it's-
like me,
It's
they're
changing.
changing things, right?
We
And-
prove
Yes.
it's
You're a
changing.
good example. I
Yes.
would like to ask about more examples, but I also would like to hear about your love story, maybe, or maybe some story connected to Katchafire. So this is a song that this will be the last one on this episode.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
It's the message for the people. It's like
Yeah.
the message.
Yeah.
A message of what?
It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
Just if you want have good karma, you must be a good person. It's
Yeah.
something
Jeżeli
like
chcesz,
that.
żeby w życiu cię spotykały dobre rzeczy, to musisz po prostu być dobrą
Just
osobą.
listen the lyrics of the song.
I will for
Then
sure.
you
This
know.
is Katchafire, Collie, her man. And right now we were just hearing the last song. So time flies. Are you surprised that this is almost the end?
Yeah, I'm really
Yeah,
surprised.
it's 1
With
hour
him, I'm
and
really surprised.
just
That
like
I
that.
thought, okay, now it's a beginning, you know, it's just going on.
It's left right now.
Jarek, czy w razie czego ja jestem w stanie gdzieś odtworzyć to, co się wydarzyło, czy tylko szpieg wchodzi w grę? Okej.
he's really hot.
Yeah.
And it's really hot in here.
Okay, so we will just have some 3 more minutes to continue with the show. And I hope you're going to enjoy it.
And we always dancing when we listen to this song
Yes.
because I have the speaker and the good
Yeah,
side
in
of
Bali.
Bali
Everywhere
is,
we used to carry it. On the
And-
beach.
yeah. And when you stop with the speaker on the street, the people just start dancing with you.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's
feeling,
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, to wracajmy. I cannot imagine that situation of you playing this song with a speaker, by a speaker at Bali Island in Indonesia. And if you play it loud, what happens?
They
People
always
dance.
dancing. They always dancing with you. It doesn't matter you stay in the queue.
It's weird
or-
because in Poland, when he plays the same music here and on the bike, people are looking like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" You know.
Yes,
But-
it looks very suspicious if
But
somebody
in
is,
Asia, people love dancing. They're so friendly. You know, they are very nice, really. Yeah.
more happy, more
happy, yeah.
spontaneous.
Yes.
yeah, we are very sad nation, especially in autumn. This time, I don't say everyone behave like that, but
We, I
when
suppose, are much more sad
Yeah.
than Indians.
yeah,
So that's a good thing that should be brought here from
Yeah.
India.
we should be.
I always ask him why
Smile.
people don't smile.
Yeah.
Like nobody smiles.
Like,
They are like they
on the
always have
street.
poker face here, and he's like, "That's how Poland is," you know. Yeah.
So in India, people smile a lot.
Yeah. Even beggars on the street, they really have beautiful smiles.
Nawet żebracy na ulicy uśmiechają się do ciebie.
The homeless, they always like
Absolutely,
smile.
and
yeah.
I think you don't need money to smile, or you don't need anything to smile. Smile is a beautiful thing. You can just smile and make someone else happy.
That's a very good message, and I see it as the perfect way to finish our meeting. A więc to właśnie uśmiech, który nic nie kosztuje. You don't have to be rich to smile,
Yes.
but it just helps a lot because it facilitates the
Yeah.
whole process of living.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much, Marcin, Wandee. It was a pleasure.
Thanks a lot for having us here.
Yeah,
And Seish was here.
yeah.
Thank
Say-
you.
And Seish means
He slept.
wise person. A person who is meditating. Thank you so very much. Dziękuję serdecznie Jarkowi Pachczyńskiemu
Thank you for
za
invite.
to, że właśnie ten program zrealizował. Właśnie się zaczyna nowa seria International Poznań. To oznacza, że będziemy z wami jeszcze długi czas, dokładnie w maju przyszłego roku. Będziemy mogli stwierdzić, że na antenie już od 5 lat. So in a few months' time, we're going to be celebrating our 5th year on air,
Cool.
which is incredible. I mean,
Wow.
time flies. I was a student back then when I was starting this show, and now I'm actually finishing my law admission course. It's called
Oh.
Aplikacja. So that means that
Congratulations.
hopefully, don't say don't say it yet. Hopefully in March I will be called a legal counselor.
So boring.
I know.
I'm accountant. Don't worry. It's-
Yeah, which is funny because you're an accountant and you said that. Thank you so very much again. It was a pleasure. Podziękowania też dla Agnieszki Link za to, że pokazała ten program od strony wideo. My się słyszymy co sobotę o 14, niedziela o 22. This is MC Radio. Thank you very much.
Bye. Okay.
Yes, and we're finished.